Welcome to the Deep Dive, everyone. We're kicking off a brand new series, and I am so excited to dig into this one. This whole series is going to be all about the Lucasian Professorship of Mathematics at Cambridge. Some people think of it as like Newton's chair,
Yeah, right.
but there's so much more to the story.
I think what's really fascinating about the Lucasian chair is that it's not just a position, like you said, it's a lineage and a story about how mathematical thought has evolved over centuries, shaped by all the people who have held this role, this prestigious role.
Yeah, and we'll get to know all those brilliant minds. I mean, the big names are people like Newton and Hawking, but some that you might not even recognize. We'll get to those names in future episodes, but for today, we're taking a deep dive into the origins and evolution of the chair itself, just to set the stage for meeting all these incredible people who have sat in it.
Okay, so the story begins in 1663 with Henry Lucas. He was a member of Parliament, really deeply passionate about what was then called mathematical sciences. And he established the chair in his will, envisioning a professorship dedicated to, pushing the boundaries of mathematical knowledge.
So right from the very beginning, it was designed to be like a platform for groundbreaking research.
Yes.
I mean, King Charles II officially established the chair the following year, and then the first person appointed was Isaac Barrow.
Barrow was quite a significant figure in his own right. He was known for his work in geometry, particularly his method of tangents.
Okay, so for people like me who are not mathematicians, what is the method of tangents?
Sure, you can think of it as like a precursor to calculus.
Ah, okay.
It's about, exploring the concept of finding the slope of a curve at a particular point.
Okay, so we're talking about some pretty heady stuff here.
Yeah.
It sounds like Barrow was already making waves in the math world.
Yes.
But he didn't hold the Lucasian chair for that long, did he?
You're right. He stepped down after just a few years, maybe because his interest shifted. We don't know for sure. But this opened the door for someone who would really make the Lucasian chair legendary, Isaac Newton.
Ah, Newton. That name is, it's synonymous with scientific genius.
Mm.
And what's fascinating is that he was elected to the Lucasian chair in 1669, just a few years after his miracle years, which for anyone who doesn't know is this period of intense intellectual productivity for him, where he developed his groundbreaking ideas on calculus, optics, and gravity.
Right. Imagine being in Newton's shoes at that time, this, young man just brimming with revolutionary ideas, stepping into this, very prestigious role. It's almost as if, like, destiny had intervened.
Right. I mean, it really does feel like the perfect alignment of a brilliant mind with a platform designed to amplify groundbreaking ideas. And Newton, he didn't disappoint.
He did not.
During his time in the chair, he published two of the most important works in the history of science, Principia Mathematica and Optics.
Mm-hmm.
And, these books totally changed our understanding of the universe.
Mm.
He established the laws of motion, universal gravitation, laid the foundation for classical physics.
And Newton's legacy just cast a long shadow on the Lucasian chair.
Right.
And in the years following him, many of the professors focused on translating and expanding upon his work. It's almost as if they were trying to decipher the secrets of a scientific oracle.
Right. It makes sense, though, right? Newton's work was so transformative that of course, it became a focal point for those who came after. But as time went on, science itself started to change.
Mm-hmm.
So by the late 19th century, it wasn't just a domain of gentlemen scholars anymore.
Yeah.
It was really becoming, a professionalized field.
Exactly. And that shift is really mirrored in the history of the Lucasian chair. Like, take Robert Woodhouse, for instance. He held the chair in the early 1820s and used it, basically as a stepping stone to secure the Plumian chair of mathematics.
Right.
And also the directorship of the Cambridge Observatory.
So even back then, the Lucasian chair was kind of a launch pad to even bigger things within the scientific community.
Absolutely. And then there's Thomas Turton, who succeeded Woodhouse. He was described, someone said he was mathematically inert, but utterly reliable.
Okay.
Not exactly the qualities we associate with Newton's legacy,
It's a bit of a contrast, yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like Turton's ambitions were maybe elsewhere.
You're right. He left the Lucasian chair for the more prestigious Regius Chair of Divinity and eventually became the Bishop of Ely.
Wow. From math professor to bishop. That's quite a leap.
It is.
It shows that the Lucasian chair wasn't always just about groundbreaking mathematical research, but it also became a mark of distinction, like a symbol of intellectual prowess that could open doors in other fields.
It speaks to the the power and prestige associated with the position, even for those who didn't make like significant contributions to mathematics while they were in the chair, holding that title carried a certain weight,
Right.
a recognition of intellectual capability.
And, it makes you wonder about the kind of pressure that came with the role. I mean, to follow in the footsteps of giants like Newton, knowing that the whole world was watching, expecting brilliance.
Yeah.
I mean, it must have been pretty daunting for some.
Oh, I bet it was. But as the scientific world kept evolving, so did the work of the Lucasian professors. So moving into the 20th century, we see the chair occupied by figures who were, really pushing the boundaries of entirely new fields like quantum mechanics and cosmology.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting for me. Quantum mechanics, cosmology.
Hmm.
We're talking about some mind-bending concepts here. I
Yeah.
mean, things that challenge our whole understanding of reality.
Right, exactly. And one of the pioneers in these fields was Paul Dirac, who held the Lucasian chair from 1932 to 1969. He was renowned for, well, a lot of things, but his work on the electron, and he predicted the existence of antimatter.
Antimatter. So like particles with opposite charges to the ones that we know. It's like a mirror image of our universe. And Dirac, I mean, it's incredible. He predicted this just through theoretical calculation.
Right.
Years before experimental physicists were able to confirm that it actually existed.
I know, right? It's a testament to the power of mathematical reasoning.
Right.
That you can deduce the existence of something so fundamentally different from, our everyday experience. And it's all through the elegance of equations. And Dirac was, he was very committed to this elegance. He believed that the laws of nature should be expressed in beautiful mathematical formulations.
It's a beautiful idea. I mean, it's almost like he saw this poetic symmetry in the universe.
Right.
Like a deep harmony reflected in the language of math. And speaking of people who changed our understanding of the universe, we can't forget about Stephen Hawking, of course. He held the Lucasian chair for 3 decades, from 1979 to 2009.
Right. Hawking's work on black holes and cosmology was, it was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
He brought these complex concepts to, a wider audience through his book, A Brief History of Time. And it's just amazing to think that he made such profound contributions while, facing such immense physical challenges.
It's amazing. A testament to his spirit and intellectual resilience. And what I find interesting about Hawking is that he himself acknowledged the weight of history that came with the Lucasian chair.
Yeah.
I mean, he joked about it. He said he was just a stopgap professor.
He did.
Like he didn't expect to be there for so long.
Yeah, he did. And he also expressed a hope that, one day the chair might be held by someone, a scientist, who wasn't affiliated with Cambridge at all, like breaking that tradition of it always being a Cambridge graduate.
Yeah.
He saw the potential in broadening, the scope of who holds that Lucasian professorship.
Right. That's forward thinking for sure. Recognizing that groundbreaking ideas can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
But of course, he held the position for 30 years, which in itself is a testament to his impact on the world of science.
Absolutely. And following Hawking, there was Michael Green, who held the chair from 2009 to 2015.
Okay.
He made long-term contributions to mathematics, pioneering string theory.
Yes.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, attempts to unify all of the forces of nature.
Wow.
A truly ambitious undertaking.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like every single Lucasian professor brought, their own unique perspective and expertise to the role, pushing the boundaries of mathematical knowledge in, different ways.
Exactly, and that brings us to today. The current Lucasian professor is Michael Cates, who specializes in the statistical mechanics of soft materials.
Soft materials, what are those?
It might sound kind of abstract, but soft materials are, they're all around us. Think about things like mayonnaise, shaving cream, shampoo, even those liquid crystals that are in, flat screen TVs.
Huh.
Cates's work is all about understanding the complex behavior of these materials, but at, a microscopic level.
So he's applying like high-level mathematics to, everyday things.
Right.
It's kind of a reminder that math isn't just about abstract equations, but it's, it's a tool for understanding the world around us.
Exactly. Even the seemingly mundane things.
Right.
It highlights that, that incredible diversity of research that's been conducted through, under that umbrella of the Lucasian chair.
Yep.
From Newton's laws of motion to, how everyday substances actually work. It's been a journey of constant discovery and innovation.
It really has. But there's another aspect of the Lucasian chair that I find fascinating. It's not just about the individual, holding the position, but it's also about how they're elected and, the historical demographics of who's been chosen.
Yeah, you're right. So the Lucasian professor is elected by the masters of the colleges at Cambridge. And historically, all of the holders have been male, British, and Cambridge graduates, with, only a couple of exceptions.
So it's been a pretty exclusive club.
Yeah.
And given the chair's focus on pushing the boundaries of knowledge, it makes me wonder, will we see a woman break through that glass ceiling one day?
That's a question that many in the scientific community are asking. It'll be fascinating to see how those, the demographics of the Lucasian Professorship change in the next few decades.
Absolutely. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, before we move on, I want to touch on one more thing that's closely tied to the history of the Lucasian chair, and that is the mathematical tripos.
Ah, the tripos. It's a legend, really. It's the oldest written examination at Cambridge, and possibly even the world, going all the way back to the 18th century.
Wow. I mean, it's incredible to think of all the generations of students who have taken this exam. I mean, it was known for its, the intense competition and that tradition of publicly reading the results. Can you imagine the pressure,
Oh, I know.
knowing that your performance was going to be announced to the whole university?
It must have been so nerve-wracking. So the top-ranked students, they were and still are called wranglers.
Okay.
And the highest scoring is known as the senior wrangler, then the second wrangler, and so on. It was, and still is, to some extent, a very prestigious honor to be ranked as a wrangler.
And there are some great stories from the tripos, like that one about J.J. Thomson, who later became, he was the Cavendish Professor of Physics and the Master of Trinity. He was so confident in his abilities that he almost missed the announcement of the second wrangler
Really?
because he just
That's
assumed that he was going to be the senior wrangler.
Oh.
But he actually came in second.
Oh, that's great.
And then, there's that remarkable story of Philippa Fawcett.
Oh, yeah.
She was the first woman to be placed above the senior wrangler in 1890. I mean, her achievement caused, a lot of controversy back then, but it also really advanced the cause of higher education for women.
It did. I mean, just imagine the impact of that.
Yeah.
A woman outperforming all of the male candidates on this, very prestigious exam.
Yeah. It's a powerful moment in history for sure. But the trifos itself, it wasn't without its critics, right?
Right. In early 20th century, there was a growing concern that all of the pressure, and the focus on how fast you could solve problems wasn't really the best way to foster, deep mathematical understanding.
Yeah, it sounds like they were questioning whether the tripos was really helping to create, the kind of innovative thinking that the Lucasian chair was all about. So did they make any changes to the tripos based on these concerns?
They did. One of the biggest changes came in 1909 when they abolished the order of merit ranking, which, was intended to lessen the pressure on the students and encourage a more collaborative, less competitive learning environment.
So no more senior wrangler announcements.
Well, not exactly. The official ranking was gone, but the tradition of the wranglers continues. The top students are still recognized, but it's, less about a strict hierarchy now.
Interesting. So even though the tripos changed, it's still a really important part of math education at Cambridge.
It is.
And I guess, it's clear that the Lucasian chair and the tripos are really connected, both reflecting this commitment to mathematical excellence at the university.
Absolutely. And the tripos has been, kind of like a training ground for a lot of the people who went on to hold the Lucasian chair, including, some of the most famous mathematicians and physicists in history.
It's kind of amazing to think about that lineage. So we've talked about the origins and the evolution of the Lucasian chair, the impact of Newton, and how the role has evolved alongside mathematics itself. And then we even explored the history and traditions of the mathematical tripos.
And we've seen how both, the Lucasian chair and the tripos have really shaped the history of mathematics.
Right.
Not just at Cambridge, but globally.
And for me, what's really fascinating is how the Lucasian chair has been, a platform for such a diverse range of mathematical and scientific inquiry over the centuries, from, Newton's laws of motion all the way to, like we talked about, the workings of everyday substances. It's just this constant, journey of discovery and innovation.
It really highlights the power of math to unlock the secrets of the universe, both on those grand scales and, in the most unexpected places.
It really does make you wonder, what's next for the Lucasian chair? What new things will future professors explore? What discoveries are waiting to be made?
Those are great questions. And I think, as we go deeper into the lives and work of these individual professors, we'll get a better sense of how scientific thought is changing and what that might mean for the Lucasian chair. But before we wrap up this deep dive completely, I want to leave you with a thought.
Yeah, give our listeners something to think about.
Okay, so given all the history we've talked about, all those incredible minds who have held this position, and just the fact that mathematics is constantly evolving, what qualities and areas of expertise do you think we might see in future Lucasian professors? It's something to think about as we, keep exploring this incredible lineage.
Yeah, it's exciting to think about what the future holds for the Lucasian chair and how the people who hold that position will keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge. I mean, this deep dive has given us a great understanding of just how significant this chair is and the incredible legacy of all the mathematicians who have, sat in it.
It has.
This chair really represents more than just, academic achievement. It's a symbol of how powerful math is and how it can help us understand the mysteries of the universe.
Well said. And as we continue with the series and explore the lives and work of each of these professors, we'll uncover even more insights into the history of math and the impact it's had on the world.
I can't wait to dive into those stories. We'll be back soon with another deep dive. Next time, we're going to focus on the most iconic Lucasian professor of them all, Sir Isaac Newton. So get ready to journey into the mind of the genius who completely revolutionized how we understand the universe.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never lose your wonder at the universe.
That's the perfect way to end it. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you back here soon for our next deep dive.